This Halloween, party with your favorite monsters during Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome into the fog. What a day it was over here in the fog. As Halloween Horror Nights has made its first major announcement with its first IP of Fallout coming to the event. We're going to check out that announcement video and talk about it a little bit as well. We got a little more information on Five Nights at Freddy's. We got ticket information for you to go over as well, man. So appreciate you coming over here to hang out with me in the fog. We're going to watch that announcement video in just a moment, but real quick plug here. I was invited by my friends over at the Death Curse Club to join their show and be a guest on their shows. We also talked about Fallout being announced and all kinds of fun horror stuff over there, man, and HHN stuff and all the kind of stuff. I'll put that link in the description below this video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and watch this teaser video announcement video, man, of Fallout coming to Halloween Horror Nights. First off, look at that, man. I love that right there. I need to screenshot that alone because what a beautiful image that is. And that's actually going to be incorporated into a piece of merchandise that you can pick up. We'll talk about that in a moment. Probably copywritten, so I'll probably get a kick in the pants by showing this, but hopefully not an extreme kick in the pants. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and watch this bad boy. So beautiful. I like that they get the video game controller right there too, by the way.
Good evening, citizen. If you're just tuning in, you're in for a treat. Our friends at Vault-Tec are showcasing a revolutionary new experience, unlike anything you've seen before. You don't take it from us. Hear it straight from one of our special volunteers.
Volunteer, right?
Live the horror you love to watch at Universal Halloween Horror Nights, featuring Fallout and more.
Featuring Fallout and more. And as you probably saw there at the bottom of that video, it is saying Prime. Watch episodes on Prime. So this is going to be based around the show for Fallout, man. So I know a lot of people have been very excited. Let's zoom out. We don't need to see me up close and that close. We don't want to scare people, man. We don't want the jump scares already. But I know a lot of people have been excited about this announcement. I personally, and I mentioned it on the Death Curse Club show, I don't know much about this property. I know it was a very well-beloved video game that transitioned to being a live action television show on Prime, and it was so successful that they've already announced 2 other seasons for it. But I'm hyped for it, man. That was a very cool video. I love the ending there. It was talking about live the horror you love to watch. Oh my God, what a tagline. Give me a shirt that says that, man, because that's freaking cool. And there's a piece of merchandise that looks like that stained glass in it where they're releasing characters that you can put onto it during the event with the announcements and all that stuff. That's pretty cool and pretty easy for them to make some money because you have to spend, I think it was like $8 to $10 for those extra pieces to put into it. But nonetheless, man, that's pretty cool. Fallout, I know people are very excited about it. It does seem interesting, does seem kind of cool. I know it's like an apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic kind of wasteland of a world and all that stuff. And you're dealing with all kind of crazy, creatures that could be living there. Look kind of like they said volunteers, so it looked like somebody volunteered for some kind of experiment there, and it's of course goes wrong. But that's what we got so far with Fallout being the first official house announced for the event. Now I say the first official announced house first house announced for the event because we've talked about it already on this not this episode, but on this here show before. We talked about recently how Five Nights at Freddy's was announced to be making an appearance at Halloween Horror Nights, but they've been very vague about what that appearance is. They didn't say it would be a house. They didn't say it'd be a scare zone. What they said is that it would be an experience. And in the information we learned today, was shared with the Fallout information on IGN's article. They said that HHN's Five Nights at Freddy's experience will be based on the movie. So we do know it's based on the movie and will be brought to life with the help of the legendary Jim Henson Creature Shop, who also did the animatronics for the film. Other than that, we don't have any more information on what this is, but it does seem that they are going very heavy into the experience aspect. So it doesn't sound like it's going to be a house. It does not sound like it's going to be a scare zone. It seems like it's going to be something very different than what we've gotten before. And they did say when they teased it that it would be in a whole new way of how to experience that, man. So let me know what you're thinking in the comments of what this could be, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be a house or a scare zone by any means. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the other thing that they announced today, which is tickets. I know a lot of people have been clamoring for some ticket information, and we do have ticket information. So we're going to kick it off with, I'm pretty sure I screenshot these in order. If not, who cares? It's still all the information. So the single night tickets, if you're just buying, single night tickets, those are running starting at $82.99. This, of course, gets you into the event for one night. Single night ticket. So if you're somebody who's traveling by yourself, and you're on a time crunch and all that stuff, and you don't have more than one day or something to do do the event, there is something that they're also releasing called the Halloween Horror Nights Scream Early ticket. Now, this ticket starts your thrills early by adding Universal Studios Florida after 3 p.m., giving you admission to the theme park at 3 p.m. before the event typically starts. So you can get there at 3 p.m. for a regular scheduled daytime, park closed, and all that stuff. Of course, it's separately ticketed. So this can be $55, and then you pay your 82. Yeah, $82.99 for this course before tax. But all that stuff. So if you're on a time crunch, you want to do some things in the theme park that probably won't be available during Halloween Horror Nights, because they do have some of the rides and attractions open. But if there's something you want to do in the theme park before Halloween Horror Night starts, that's your idea. You can get that ticket and then go do your single night ticket. They, of course, Express Pass is released as well. This is going to run you at $139.99. So if you want to get an Express Pass, it will help you skip regular lines one time at all haunted houses, rides, and attractions. There you go. You got that one. They also announced the Halloween Horror Nights RIP tour. This enhance your horror with other fans on a guided VIP experience. So this gives you priority VIP entry to the houses, pre-tour reception, and RIP tour credentials. So a light appetizer reception available to tour guests before tour starts, plus a lanyard and button that you will get. Valet parking, so one vehicle based on availability, advanced purchase, and reserved seating for special event shows. So pretty much like Nightmare Fuel, which we're expecting will return this year. You get reserved seating for that as well. Again, this is once per house, separate event admission required for the same night. So you got to get your Halloween Horror Nights ticket, and then your RIP tour, which is $369.99 before tax. They also, of course, are bringing back the Halloween Horror Nights Behind the Screams Unmasking the Horror tour. This is a VIP tour for an exclusive lights-on look at the year's haunted houses. I would say go through the houses first. If you're going to do this, go through the houses first, and then book the daytime lights-on viewing of the house afterwards, because kind of a different experience. You want to experience the house first before you do this. But this will give you the chance to either choose a 3 or 6 haunted house tour. Take a 3 house tour before the event starts, with select dates starting August 22nd. 6 house tour will be available on select dates and times starting August 29th. You get exclusive photography access. So that's photograph select rooms and select haunted houses. You get an exclusive commemorative pin. And you also get, for the first time, it says right here, new lunch included. So you'll get a buffet style lunch, which is only included with the 6 house tour, man. So if you want to get a free buffet lunch style dealio, get that 6 house tour. I know some people are probably waiting to figure out what the houses will be for this tour. That'll be, the information will come out at a later time. We don't know that, obviously, because we only have one house announced at the moment. Theme park or Halloween Horror Nights event admission is not included and not required to participate in this tour. So if you don't want to go to Halloween Horror Nights itself, but you want to see the houses and do the tour, very interesting, different way to do things, but if that's the way it works for you, you can do that apparently. It's not required to participate in this tour. So this tour will run you $84.99 per person plus tax. Let's see, we did the Scream Early ticket. And the last thing they released today, ticket-wise, is the Halloween Horror Nights Premium Scream Night. Be one of the first to scream at Halloween Horror Nights at this exclusive event. It's the second time they're doing this. This is a one-night-only event taking place on Thursday, August 28th, 2025. Gives you shorter wait times, staggered entry into every haunted house. So staggered by your group. All you can care to enjoy select food and drink on select food and non-alcoholic beverage options. Complimentary self-parking, must show valid Halloween Horror Nights Premium Scream Night Admission ticket. This is limited capacity and availability. Restrictions apply. See details, blah, 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 blah. This runs you $375 per person per tax plus tax. So, um, again, going back to what we talked about earlier, if you're going to only get to do one night of Halloween Horror Nights, you get the funds for it, this is the way to go, man. This is giving you all you care to enjoy select food and drinks. And this is giving you shorter wait times and staggered entry into the houses. So, again, this is limited capacity. So try to get it ASAP if this is going to be the way you can go, especially if you only have one night. Why not splurge and go for this? If you can afford it, man, that might be the way to go for you right there, just to give you that extra opportunity to experience all the houses and all that good stuff, man. So those are the tickets that are available now. Now you're wondering, hey, what about the Frequent Fear and Rush of Fear, man? Where are those at? Those have not been announced yet. Those are typically not announced first. Those are normally announced at a later time. Looking at it last year, it was like July 11th last year when they released those to the public. So close to the event and all that stuff gives you more information. They'll probably announce it with another IP or something like that next month in July. But that's normally how it works. It normally comes after we get these first things out here for people to purchase and all that good stuff, man. So those are your tickets that are available now. So Fallout officially announced coming to Halloween Horror Nights. Five Nights at Freddy's, a little bit more information. Was still not fully sure what that's going to be, and your tickets are available now. So that's not it to talk about for the moment. One more thing to talk about. Our friends over in freaking Japan, dude, have announced their stuff as well. So Halloween Horror Nights Japan will be taking place September 5th to November 3rd, 2025. Their lineup is Street Zombies. The zombie horde is coming for you. Let the screams begin. You got Zombie to Dance, revamped with new artists. Stay tuned for more details. Factory of Fears, Zombie Tour, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Can you survive the horrors of the Factory of Fear? Let's see. God, I don't want to mess this up. Hamikuma's Sweet Scream Party. Stay tuned for details. We have Kate presents Witches of House 18, Bewitching Mansion of Emotion. Unleash yourself hidden inside you. We have Resident Evil Night of Heroes. The shocking 360-degree live horror returns fully outdoors and beyond imagination. That sounds flipping awesome. Japan does it like no other, man. Chucky's Carnival of Chaos is returning to Japan. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Scream and cry out at the terrifying, grotesque horror made for ages 15 and over. So they got an age limit on this one. Chucky goes on a rampage at this crazy carnival. Love to hear it. Chainsaw Man, the Chaos 4D. Overcome your fears and face off against the new devil. The ultimate experience is finally here. Dive into the world of Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is not done. Chainsaw Man plus Hollywood Dream, the ride, Kickback Katana versus Chainsaw, Ultimate Thrill Ride. Featuring Chainsaw crossover. Chainsaw Man and Hollywood Dream, the ride, kick back. Feel the pulse, pounding speed of Hollywood Dream, the ride. Backdrop now featuring Chainsaw Man's electrifying opening theme, kick back. And of course, you will get your greeting photo with Hamikuma and all that stuff, man. So fun stuff over there announced by Japan. I know Singapore is doing their auditions. I haven't seen any announcements from them, man. But Halloween Horror Nights is here, babies. It is here. Actually, Frequent Fear passes are available for Hollywood. Hollywood released their tickets as well. So tickets are available. They do have their Frequent Fear over there already announced for Hollywood, which is normal. Hollywood announces their stuff pretty quickly and all that. But there you go, man. That's where we're at right now. We're feeling good. How you feeling? Let me know in the comments, man. Are you excited for Fallout's officially being announced for the event, man? That looks cool. I know I'm going to watch the show and start getting into it and figure out that stuff. Got to find songs for the playlist now that are associated with Fallout and all that good stuff. So can't wait, man. Can't wait. Excited. This is exciting time. Glad to get some more announcements. Hopefully we're on a roll, man. Next week we have Friday the 13th. So hopefully we're hoping for a special announcement there. Megan's coming out later this year. Megan 2.0 is coming out later this month. Do we get a Megan announcement for Halloween Horror Nights this year? Five Nights at Freddy's, if that's not the Blumhouse property, that's going to be a house this year. Maybe it is Megan 2.0. And then we just keep waiting to see what those originals are going to be and all kinds of stuff. And we'll update you here, man. Again, I was invited to be on the Death Curse Club. Look for that link in the comments, not the comments, the description below. And as always, appreciate you hanging out with me and taking the time to listen to this nerd talk about Halloween Horror Nights, man, stuff. But it's here. It's exciting. The fog is rising. We're getting close to seeing each other in the fog in real life. If you want to meet me in real life, I will be down there in Halloween Horror Nights, man. I am nice. You can talk to me. I'll talk to you. I'm socially awkward, though, so be prepared for that. But that's going to do it for this episode. Man, it's exciting times and all that good stuff. Yeah, so as always, like to remind you that you are amazing. You are capable of incredible things. Trust yourself, believe in yourself, chase those dreams, and believe in those dreams. Put love in the world, and especially give love to yourself. Treat yourself with kindness as well as the world. And remember, you are capable of incredible things, man. You matter. You truly matter. Believe in yourself and keep fighting for those goals. And as always, happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, week, month, year. And we're going to see you again in the fog, man. So let the fun begin.